sound okay?
I'm sure you sound fine.
Wow. Okay. That was quick.
It wasn't.
Does it not look good?
What? I mean, it looks fine. It's just a little.
I mean, does it look different than it usually does?
I don't know. I haven't done this in a while, so I forgot how to do it. But I'm sure it'll be
fine.
That'll be all right, I bet.
Well, welcome back. This is the Sleepytime podcast.
Yeah, it is. I'm Justice. With me, as always,
Gabe.
Gabe Hales.
I'm drinking wine. He's drinking the White Claws. Both Whole Foods discoveries.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Gabe, how you been since we last recorded? You're a busy bee.
I've been all right. I mean, you're a busy bee as well, sir. This feels really unnatural, this conversation that we're having right now. Yeah.
I don't know, it's entertainment, baby.
Hey, Gabe, you're a busy bee. Am I? I don't have wings. Am I yellow? Whoa. There you go.
You really fucked the mic last time you did that, so I had to make
That was a good one, though. That was oh, and there he goes. Pouring.
There you go. Secret strategy. If any of you out there can't burp, we've talked about it before. It's a disease. We should wipe it out of the gene pool. Other than that, though, you can pour your White Claws in a cup from a high altitude. And
it makes it so it just tastes like shitty water.
Yeah, but you don't get stomachache or feel bloated. So, and it's healthy.
Justice has perfected it. Is it healthy?
It's healthier than drinking liquor, probably.
I mean, you never know. I don't know.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know how many calories are in a White Claw?
100, exactly.
100.
There's 1 gram of sugar.
How many calories are in one shot of whiskey?
Usually like 90 to 110.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right in the range.
Isn't that crazy? Like 1 little ounce is that much. That's insane.
Embarrassing fact. Up until kind of recently, didn't know that alcohol had that many calories.
I mean, yeah, it's been. It was pretty recently for me too.
I was like, oh,
it's
empty. It's just liquor. It's just like.
But then, how do you think people get fat?
Diesel.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's the energy and like how we talked about calories. Yeah, how they exist.
Calories has just like such an arbitrary unit of measurement.
It's like, oh, it's fat, but wait, no,
it's just
calories are the energy of
the energy it takes to raise the temperature of water by like 1 degree.
Yeah. And that's why like 1 shot of plutonium or uranium is like 100,000, or like bleach is like 100,000 calories or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of sick. Like if you're ever trying to gain weight, just take a shot of bleach. Yeah.
Or just eat some lead. You know, plutonium, anything really.
Yeah.
If you find plutonium at home, eat as much of it as you can.
It cannot hurt you.
It cannot hurt you.
So do you want me to go first? Or
I don't really have anything this week.
I thought you said you had a really cool thing to do.
It's not on my computer because I thought, I thought 1 segment was enough for 1 episode.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like.
Do you have 1 segment?
I have 1 for the next one.
Why the next one?
Because we do 1 segment per show, and this week you got you got a bit or something. I don't know.
I don't know if it's okay. Well,
are you just gonna hop right into it, or?
Yeah, I mean, what else are we doing? You know.
Lay it on me.
Justice. Let's say you wanted to get castrated, okay? And for those at home that don't know, castration, it's
for those of you who are unfamiliar.
Well, there's a few types.
We talking chemical?
Yeah, you can chemically castrate.
Like Alan Turing.
Or you can what's it called? Alan Turing. Sadly, rest in peace. Honestly, that's just a really sad story. But you can get sliced and diced. Your balls and cock can get cut off. Or they can do it
like pigs. Or they just put a rubber band around
Yeah, exactly. And then they use the snipping tool
afterwards.
Latin teacher
told me about that one.
Yeah, you use the snipping tool with the rubber band.
In Photoshop.
But say you wanted to get castrated, can you justify it to me? Justify your castration. Say one day you want to come home, and you're like, I want to get castrated. But
I need to know what's my like.
I don't know. Justify it. Justify it.
Why?
I don't know. That's the thing, and we'll see.
Okay.
Justify it. So you just want
me to argue with you about my ball sack.
No. Let me hear it.
Okay. I think we live in a world where I don't need my ball sack anymore.
Okay.
And I think it'd make me a better singer. I think that I'd probably think with my cock a lot less.
Okay.
I think
actually the singing thing,
yeah,
that doesn't work unless you're prepubescent when you get castrated.
Oh,
so your voice would be the same. Yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah. I would.
Yeah, because did you know
what happens when your balls get? Do you get more like estrogen when your balls get cut
less
off?
estrogen. That's the point.
You're thinking testosterone.
No, I think the estrogen's gone too. Like all of your hormones are gone. I'm not sure on that. That could
well, that's
be
like your
incorrect.
pancreas, right? That does all that mess.
Well, no, estrogen. There's like 8% in your other thing.
I don't think I need balls. I think they're kind of a waste of time. They get stuck in my jeans sometimes.
Yeah.
When I don't want them to, and it kind of makes me look like a weirdo when I got to scratch my ball sack, and it just kind of. Oh God.
Yeah, turn that down.
Sorry. But you know what? I just don't need them.
Okay. Well,
Is this like a BuzzFeed quiz?
To get in the mood, I have created a presentation.
Oh wow!
So
you're on my side with this.
Yeah. So I'm arguing in your favor, but I wanted to give you some really good reasons as to why. And we can add this afterwards in the video.
Yeah, sure. I'll put it.
Why justice should get castrated? A presentation by Gabe Hales.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the first one is it could be fun. It could be. It could hold a lot of fun possibilities for the future of your life, as you stated.
So what kind of opportunities could castration give me in my life, Gabe?
Well, I'm so in terms of fun, or do you mean like
anything?
Well, so these are possibilities. These are recommendations as to why it could be done. You know, some enjoyment. Sure. But it could be fun. You could be like that guy. You could be dancing, but look at how his legs are crossed. You wouldn't have to worry about. I can't
do that.
You wouldn't have to worry about your balls getting clamped.
And he's wearing tight jeans, so it's like
he is. He's
his crotch is all jammed up.
And it wouldn't. You don't have to. You could wear tight jeans. It wouldn't matter. Okay, so there's point one. Point two is it could be sexually pleasing ?
Okay.
So, a lot of people. No, not a lot. Some.
A lot? How many?
Some. There's some.
Yep.
Point A, example A, figure A, right there. These individuals are convicted, actually. But some people have done it because of sexual ones. So
can you really blame them?
They really say like, yeah, whatever floats your boat, man. You know, I would not judge. I say it right there at all. You know, whatever floats your boat.
You don't have it quoted.
Well,
how do I know that's something that you actually said? Besides that you just
a wise man once said it. So this is actually a cheaper way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd have to find some doctor, you know, that would be willing to do it underwards. But also like,
and think of the medical bills.
Exactly. This is, however, it is illegal. You could do it sexually under the guise of sexual
go to a chat
enjoyment.
Room somewhere.
Yeah, really. You could go to some forum,
like
and guys like these will
do
it to you. Like these two, they'll.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If I get my balls unprofessionally removed, do I get to keep them still, or
you probably could do that if that's part of your sexual fantasy? You could probably have it.
I feel like a lot of people that are trying to castrate people on the internet want a souvenir of some sort.
Well, you could do it. Oh, they would keep it?
Yeah.
No, because it's your wants, you know, and you pay them.
Well, the guy holding the knife usually makes the rules, Gabe.
Well, I mean, if you're dependent on the money, you know, and it's probably cheaper than the professional.
Okay, continue. Okay.
I
love these transitions, by the way.
Thank you. So it could lead to be more trustworthy. So this is a guy from Game of Thrones. There's figure B.
Okay, and he doesn't have any balls.
He doesn't have any balls. He's a eunuch. So castrated individuals were often trusted more on royal courts, especially within Chinese dynasties. So these people were castrated.
Like the servants were all castrated, so they wouldn't be banging the
no, and the people on
like
the high courts, they were castrated so that there was no chance of them like taking over the rulership.
Yeah, I'm a pretty shifty guy, so this might help
and
out
I said I need to gain your trust. ... Not 3 dots, but 2.
Just 2 dots.
Because I need to trust you more.
One for each ball.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But I do need to trust you more.
Okay, sure.
So that's my main worry there. So, Justice, you hate talking about your tattoos at parties, right?
I absolutely hate it.
Like, people come up to you and they say, hey, what are your tattoos about, you know? Yep. And you don't...
I don't have an answer.
You don't want to do that. Yeah, you don't want to go through that. So, I was thinking, it could be a quirky thing to talk about at parties. You know,
wow.
You don't like parties,
so
why not get castrated so you can talk about that instead of your tattoos?
You know, you're starting to make a lot of sense.
I know, I am.
Also, I love the imagery you have there.
Thank you for being a wallflower right there.
Hope they don't sue us.
I think it's great. I mean, you know, I can blur it out. And the first slide had like a depiction of castration.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So that'll probably be blurred.
You know.
Okay, so next, you would never want to fuck dogs again. That's a big one.
This is a large problem.
That is a big problem.
Especially on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always bragging about it. I'm always saying, I'm going to fuck your dog.
Yeah, and so...
people make me mad.
Exactly. So I know
I wouldn't have the
problem.
Urge to do that.
They could really help you in the future, I think.
What is that?
That's a castration device.
Is it?
Yeah, so those are the rubber bands.
Explain to me how it works.
Those are the rubber bands
that
you put around the balls of the
pigs,
the
balls, right,
usually.
Yeah.
And they're really small because
those
are
really
tight.
Those are like for your braces.
Yeah, it's those ones. And then you take that little guy, the snipper, and just...
Yeah, snip.
Snip, snip.
Wow, just like that. Huh?
Yeah, it's
easy
just like that. Easy as that. It's all gone in one foul swoop. Yeah, I mean, we could do that. Why not? And I mean, that kind of brings me to the next slide. You can do it yourself, okay?
Now, do you have any instructional videos that might be able to help me?
I do have this pointed finger girl. She was just castrated by herself, and she's getting in trouble.
How does that work?
That's for a different podcast.
Okay.
But a few people have auto-castrated themselves. And I think this could be a very fun, easy, and do-it-yourself at-home option that we could do together. You and Grace could do together. We could have like a viewing party.
Yeah.
A castration viewing party.
I'll tell you what, Gabe. I am sold.
Well, we have a little
Sign
more.
me up.
Wait, I think, do we have more? Yeah. There's so many possibilities once castrated.
I will not look like a Ken doll because I'll still have a penis.
No, it's totally going to be gone.
Well, where does
balls
the piss come
and
out?
shaft.
I thought castration was just the balls.
No, it's complete everything.
The ball
because you're not supposed to have sex anymore. Who texted me? Oh, Braden. Weird. Yeah, you're not supposed to have sex at all anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, and so it's all gone.
Can you have sex without balls?
Yeah, it's just your.
Can you get hard without balls?
There's like a small percentage. Yeah. Yeah, there's a small percentage.
Mom's texting you?
Yeah, she's texting me about Game of Thrones.
I want to answer that.
I don't care.
Say I'm busy talking to Justice about him
castration. Yeah, but I think you could look like that. You could look like a Ken doll.
That'd be great. I think that would be good for me.
You could also. This is my favorite one. You could have me or others kick you in the balls as a fun prank. Okay, so picture this. I could kick you in the balls as a prank for others in public. We could be walking, and I could turn and just kick you in the balls. But the joke is you wouldn't have balls, so it wouldn't hurt.
I think it might still hurt.
You don't understand. Because I'd be kicking you in the balls, but you don't have balls.
But I have stuff where my balls were.
Well, it would be. We'd make sure it was healed. And you could also probably wear like a padding there now because it's.
I could
just
do
empty.
that now with balls.
No.
I could
so
just wear a cup.
Are you turning? Are you turning the other side?
I'm just saying this isn't a good argument.
I think that is the best argument. We could say it's a prank after. Or I think this is the best part.
Is that a license photo?
Yeah, it is. So I think what you could do is I could kick you in the balls, and you could go over in pain, and then hear me out. You'd pull down your pants, and it would have a tattoo of "It's a prank." On where your balls
dismembered member.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's genius.
Or I could like do the thing where like, oh, like something fell out of my pant leg. Oh, it's my cock and balls. Ah.
And then you rip it out or what? I don't get it.
No, it's like oh, hey, could you pick that up for me? And then like my balls just fall out of my pant leg, and then it's someone is staring at my severed genitals on the sidewalk.
I think this is a much more harmful prank than what I was like proposing. That's gone wild.
A lot more entertaining.
That's gone wild. So in the end, Justice, I think you should get castrated via all of the supporting claims.
Well, I just want to know, where can a guy go to get some sort of procedure like this?
Is this Among Us? I have some connections. Just hit me up if this.
Do you have some connections?
So that's my presentation for you, Justice
That's
Keech.
Beautiful. So this is what all your master's degree work has been leading up to.
It has been. Do you see like this picture right there?
Oh, yeah. Can we get a close-up on that?
I mean,
how do you...
Wow, my mom's really texting about Game of Thrones.
Bro, just turn on Do Not Disturb. That's...
He's castrating him.
That's
it's a picture of a man...
See,
on
Gabe,
his knees.
we should do this. We don't bond enough anymore. Instead of going out to dinner, we should like
castrate each other slowly. That's the thing about the sexual castration is that you usually do it over numerous different times.
See, I don't understand, because if castration is your cock and your balls, then how do you get?
No,
that's
so
like
if
the
it's
one.
sexually
That's
castrated,
like the big one.
No, so if it's sexually castrated, you like slowly do it. Like you have multiple procedures where like each time it feels better. Because like you get like your scrotum removed, you get one ball removed, half of a ball, the other ball. Usually those.
So this
castrations,
is a very time-consuming ordeal.
Well, yeah, it's something you really enjoy. You put a lot of time in.
Savor it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you truly do savor it. So that's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody.
I loved it.
Okay, good. Do you?
I think we should make this a regular thing.
What a regular thing.
I don't know. This type of thing. I like it.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I came up. I really thought that it was good. In a lot of ways.
What was your other bit? Or are you going to still use it in the future?
I mean, I'll use it in a few minutes. Why not?
Okay, fuck it.
You know,
the hostess with the mostest today.
I mean, Yeah. So that's my. What do you think? Do you want to get castrated?
I think some calls are gonna have to be made. That's what I'll say.
Well, I got the numbers. That's all I'll say.
Well, you shoot them my way, and I'll make some calls.
Oh, I'll make them for you, buddy. Don't worry. You
okay.
just relax.
You know,
savor what you have for now.
Yep. Use it all
won't
up.
Be there.
Use it all up while you can.
Yeah, maybe save some in the freezer for the future.
Do you ever watch
where's this going?
Imitation Game?
Oh, yes, I have.
Man.
Yeah, that is very sad. You know, he
we do
killed
not
himself.
condone castration by the government.
Yeah, did you know he killed himself by eating a cyanide apple?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, he injected cyanide into an apple and ate it. That was it. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just...
Because he probably liked apples. I don't know. And it's like very symbolic. Like apple is this signal of life. You know, he was a genius.
Yeah.
I mean, he really was a genius. He was the creator of computers. So, those computational devices.
Yeah.
You know, this one's for you.
Cheers, Alan. Hope your fucking dude's up in heaven.
Okay. I mean, whatever he wants to do. Whatever it is, you know?
Whether it's fucking dudes.
Hope he's designing a better computer.
Yeah.
Than what he has happened with his.
Can you imagine if we had Alan Turing around for longer?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. But pretty great. Get a lot of.
We'd have the iPhone 15.
My MacBook would still work probably.
And mine would not have to be reset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Good God, man. Did you get that idea from all the presentation night TikToks?
No, I just was thinking of castration because I listened to a podcast on it.
Oh, right.
And I was like, how can I make this into a funny bit that's not just tell me about how you want to get castrated, Justice. That was it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if that's your entire bit, but you had supporting material, so.
What, if the question?
Yeah. If
No, it wasn't my entire bit.
Yeah, exactly.
As you could see, yeah.
Yeah, but
why?
I really thought that was going to be it, and I was going to be like, this is your...
magnum opus. That's actually my thesis.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to... Do you want to know? Do you not have anything?
No, dude.
No?
I'm pulling a Gabe this week.
That's okay. So, okay, Justice, we're gonna turn it around a little bit here.
Oh,
I want you to... Are you okay with a story time for you?
Tell me a story.
No. It's your turn.
I'm telling a story?
Yeah, because I told one story a few weeks ago. I don't know. So, Justice, what is the scariest thing or event that has ever happened to you?
You already know what this is. You're just...
I don't know. What is it?
Baiting... was a...
what is it, actually?
It was a foggy morning in Chicago. And,
okay. But I'm talking about, like, spooky. Like, ghosts.
Spooky?
Yeah. Like, do you believe in ghosts? Or anything like that?
I think I've already talked about this once on the podcast, but I can talk about it again.
Okay.
There was, I think it might have just been sleep paralysis because, I couldn't move, obviously, and I was laying face up, which I never do, in bed. And this is in my old house where my upstairs is all, like, far away from everything in the house. So it's just like, okay, just like all alone. Also was terrified to sleep in that room when I first moved into it as a child because I was like...
The windows would make it even worse.
Yeah, and it's far away. Like, I went from sleeping in the room next to my parents to sleeping on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
And also I don't have a door.
Yeah.
But...
You can't see the entrance?
Yeah,
ever? Yeah.
That too. But I was just sleeping in my bed.
He lives in an attic.
I basically live in an attic.
Yeah. I mean, I did too at your age.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty nice. But...
Eventually.
So I was just sleeping, right? Happy-go-lucky kid, sleeping. Probably, had a great night, eating pizza, watching movies till 10 o'clock when I went to bed. Just average life. I wake up probably like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and there's just like the unholiest demon ever just living on my ceiling, right? And I'm just like kind of staring. I'm like, okay, it's all right. We're just hanging out. You and me, just pals, just chilling. No big deal. How you doing? And then, he lunges onto my chest and all that. And then it's
it's definitely sleep paralysis.
Oh, yeah. But I've never heard of it being like, I hear of it always being more like a subtle thing. Like you feel like someone's in the corner watching you or you see someone. Shit. But I've never heard, I guess, experiences where it's like, animated where it's like, oh,
have you seen
I'm gonna walk up to you or like attack you or some shit.
Have you seen the famous pictures?
Yeah.
It's always a demon.
I just never see them move.
It's always a demon laying on somebody's chest and like doing shit.
Yeah, no, I get that, but it wasn't on my chest. It like dove onto my chest, which I didn't think was a thing. So, from that point on, I obviously slept like face down for like an entire year. And I was like, well, if I wake up and I can't see anything, I'll be fine. So that was like my logic. And sometimes I remember sleep paralysis and I'm like, I should just like wear a sleep mask for the rest of my life.
I mean, it's still scary. I've like had it before where I'm not on my back.
Yeah.
And I can't see anything. And you feel things all around you.
I don't like it at all.
And like I always hear like murmuring, like weird, like Norwegian demon, like murmur sounds.
Like Skyrim?
No, it's like a chant kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit. No, it's like terror. Like, like the demonic, like, if you picture like demonic murmuring and inaudible murmuring, like that's what it would say in the subtitles if it were a movie. Yeah. That's what it's like.
It's like as above, so below when there's like a bunch of weird.
Yeah. And it like slowly gets closer and closer to my ear until my ears are ringing and it's like somebody's doing it right in my ear. It's crazy.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know, actually.
Are you still talking about like scariest or like paranormal scary?
Like paranormal scary.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
No, I think that's kind of it. I live in like kind of an old house. So like freaky shit just kind of happens sometimes, I think. Like the house is old and the foundation is like a little bit uneven, so the house settling is like really fucking loud.
Yeah.
All the time. And me being a giant stoner in high school had a very tough time sleeping at night because you're just like, what the fuck was that? And when I'm home alone, it's fucking awful sometimes. Like home alone anywhere else I'm fine, but I think it's the fact that I live on like a dirt road, like, and there's no lights coming in the window.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, it's like you look out your back window and it's just pitch black.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing out there.
And the back window is like directly in front of your bed too.
Yeah, not even that. Just like even being in my living room, and there's just like the whole wall is windows and you just look outside and it's like anything could be out there.
Yeah.
There could be like a dude just like watching me through my window.
Yeah, that is terrifying.
And I always had like a fear of that as a child, like home invasion type thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, luckily it never happened. We had one time where we came back from some winter vacation, I think, and it had snowed. And there were like footprints in the snow walking around our house, like climbed up onto the AC vent and like looking through the windows.
Really?
I was like, I don't want to live here anymore. But yeah, so that sucks. And then just some weird shit. But yeah, just odd stuff. And like, I'm kind of a paranoid person, a little bit. I keep the heat on when I'm home alone.
Why? Heat on me. Oh yeah,
keep the heat on me.
I thought you said keep the heat on. I was like, yeah. I mean, if it's cold.
Yeah. Also, my room does get very cold.
It does.
It's the attic.
Yeah, but heat rises, so
not that much, I guess.
Yeah.
When you got dividers on your ceiling.
I don't know what I mean, my grandparents' house, like that thing is like 200 years old. Not 300, but like early 1800s, like farmhouse, middle of nowhere, like that place.
The one with the cats.
Yeah. Yeah, like their old house that you've been to.
Yeah.
And like they've had like people come to the house and like say, "Oh, there's like bad things here." Like there are things.
I kind of get that vibe.
Yeah.
I've been there once.
Yeah. It's like you shouldn't like it's not going to hurt you, we don't think, but like this is not a good.
It's not the best place to be.
Yeah, like it's the feelings in the house, the unsettled emotions are not good.
The chakras are not aligned.
The chakras are not aligned. And, like, there's been, like, shit before, too. Like, okay, so my mom's pretty paranormal, I don't know.
Yeah, she seems like she believes in weird shit.
Yeah, she does believe in weird shit. And it's, like, but this is, like, the thing. She one time stayed at my grandparents' house, because remember a few years ago when, like, all of the like, I don't know, actually, did it happen for you in Detroit, like, Southfield, where all of the power went out for one of the winters for, like, 2 weeks? It was, like, a massive power outage.
No. There was one when I was a kid that was like that long, but I don't think we had that in Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, it was a while. It was a while ago.
At the house during that?
Yeah. So they all stayed there. I was like in Pittsburgh or something far away, and they were staying there. And my mom like said that she did not feel like something wasn't right one of the nights because all the TV, like everything, just turned off all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Okay, this is weird."
Wasn't the power out?
No, it was like all the electronics turned off aside from the lights. So everything, like they were watching TV and all of a sudden it just turned off, like just stereotypical shit. And she's like, okay, this isn't right. And then they went to bed and then she woke up and like she said something didn't feel right. And so she walked upstairs and she said something that she had never felt before that was like incredibly negative was in the like little under the stairs closet thing at the corner of the end of the hall. And numerous people have said that and nobody's ever told her that. And my grandma was like, oh yeah, like people have come over and been like, yeah, there's something bad in the wall, like there's not, like right in that spot something is not good or
just
healthy.
Dig out the wall.
Yeah, I mean they moved, so but like my grandma said that when she used to live there, like shit would move all the time. And like she would put her things down and then the next day it would just be gone, or like it'd be in a different place or something like that. Like there was this thing that they would always make fun of.
I can confirm also that your grandmother does not have dementia.
Oh yeah, no, exactly, yeah. And
for all
they
the
would
listeners
like
out there.
Yeah, and they would like put pennies and stuff places just for fun to see, because like they are just interesting people.
Yeah, they are.
And they'd put like pennies places, and then they would just wait and see where it would move to throughout the house. And it's like, what wild. The fuck? Like I've
been in their basement once.
That place is that's terrifying. And there's like a side room too that like I went in once and was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is not a fun place.
It's kind of how my attic is. Like, you know, the closet in my room. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I don't think so.
It's just like insulation and storage.
Oh, that basement.
There's like children's writing on the back of the door.
From what?
From like the last owners, I guess.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's
and the house is built in like, I want to say like the 1920s.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Oh yeah, this basement's from like the probably late 1800s. Yeah. Like it's one of those like concrete and wood. No, have you been in the side basement though?
Is that where they?
It's a boarded off thing.
Oh no, I just wanted the one where you were like, we went downstairs and there was a side. There's like two side rooms. There's like one for like the laundry machine.
Yeah. Did you go into the other one?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we walked by it. And
I mean, there's a door.
Like, look at that.
Like blocked in. And it's
like
you have to like unlock it a few times and open it up, and it looks like a dungeon, like full blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying. That house it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. I've told you about the cabin in the UP that's like in the middle of nowhere, and like our nearest neighbors are like a mile away, and it's like in the winter at night when it's pitch black and like all there is like the lights on the inside of the house, and you know sometimes we don't have the lights on, we just do like candles and like a wood burning stove, and so you know like me and my cousins would go out and play in the snow in the middle of the night, because you know that's a smart thing to do when there's like cougars that live in the area.
Yeah, you know, it's fine.
And wolves and shit. But yeah, like a couple times you're just like, and also it's so quiet because of the snow.
I remember those feelings as a kid where like you're having a good time, then all of a sudden something clicks in you and you're like, oh, this is
like
terrifying.
Primal fear. Yeah. And then you look into the woods and you can't see
Mm-hmm.
past like the first couple trees, and you're like, man, I hope I don't just get like rocked by a cougar or something.
Yeah.
Or something else.
Or something. And you like look back at the house and it's like, that doesn't really look safe either.
That's pretty far. The house is pretty far away right now. If I were, could I get there if something were to happen?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's scary. Being like, isolation is just a terrifying thing.
I don't know.
At least for me, isolation, depending on the circumstance, like vulnerable isolation, where it's like, okay, I'm here and I can't really do anything about it. Yeah. Like purposeful isolation, where it's like, oh, I'm going to go out in the middle of nowhere and like do whatever because it's fun. Like that's fine usually, but it's like, oh, I'm like 500 feet away from this cabin and it's like pitch black around me, and that's like the only thing I can see. It's just like terrifying. Sam, that's the reason I don't like the ocean.
Oh, I love the ocean, but you know that.
I love the ocean. I just don't love going really more than I can like touch.
Really?
I mean, I guess you're not
vibing with
I just push through.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I'll do it. Like I have fun doing it. It's just like, you know, when my dad was like, "Oh, let's go out to the reef and go snorkeling," where it's like 50 feet deep. I was like,
no,
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it. I will just be terrified most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's also honestly kind of how I was when we snorkeled in that, like 10, 12 foot?
Yeah, something like that.
It was a little more than that.
That was different because
you just couldn't see anything. And I was like, wow, this is just, I don't know what's beneath me. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. I mean.
And then the waves would go over my snorkel and I would just breathe in salt water ever so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you having that problem? I was.
Yeah.
Luckily okay. But yeah, especially when I was going from the one we were at to like the other one,
mm-hmm.
and you're just like in the middle of like probably like 100 feet of gap in between two rock formations, and there's just you can't see the bottom, you can't see like 5 feet in front of you, and you're just like, I hope I don't slam my face into a rock. Or
yeah,
like,
exactly
like that. But you got something else?
Yeah, I got one more.
What else you got?
So this is building from the nuclear semiotics that we discussed a few episodes ago. When you were
fucking what?
We were talking about the art that was designed for humans.
Yeah.
Like to get people to understand like there's bad shit here. Yeah. So don't come near it. How would you propose to communicate to people? It doesn't even have to be like showcase there's radiation, but how would you propose to communicate with people that you're not sure if they know our language or anything like that?
Oh, dude, that's
in the future.
Fucking easy, dude. I just do very large scale, like, I guess models of people dying of radiation poisoning.
But what does that mean?
And then it gets worse and worse, like their skin falling off and shit. Like the further you get.
What would these things be made out of?
I don't know, like concrete.
Okay.
Or something, or steel.
Steel would probably be stolen or used for people in the future.
Make it out of fucking lead then.
That would probably be used.
Try and get that shit taken away.
I mean, that would probably be used.
Or just make it out of, I don't know, fucking zinc. I don't know. What the fuck do people not need?
What if these...
iron.
Well, iron would definitely be taken.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I guess I don't really know what the future circumstances are.
Well, that's what you don't know. So you got to make sure that, like... And what if these people don't think, like, oh, this is, like, a really cool exhibit from gods. We got to build, like, a hotel here and... You know, design stuff around it because this is a tourist attraction now. Like, oh wow, we found these really cool. And maybe what if somebody?
How many years in the future is this? 10,000.
Could be 10,000. It could be 50,000. But
I
what
just
if somebody
put a fuck ton of bones everywhere?
What if somebody saw
like an absolute?
Well, bones disintegrate.
After 10,000 years, we find bones from 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, but they'll probably just be placed around in different places. Like
I'm saying also completely literate.
Yeah, but then imagine if it gets covered by dirt and shit, and then some archaeologist in the future finds that. They're like, holy fuck, we need to dig up this entire place.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And with the statues thing, imagine if somebody came from the other direction and first saw the dying person, and then got to the person who was fully alive. No, I'm saying it'd be an epicenter. So all around it are statues?
All the way around are statues, and the closer you get to the center, the worse they get. And
okay,
like more
but
terrifying
then the thing is like, what if those disintegrate over time? Like, that's a very basic thing to say. But like over time...
I mean, fucking anything's going to... I mean, there's no point in doing it if everything's going to disintegrate over time.
Well, I mean the details of it, you know what I mean? Like it might just be
That's why I'm saying metal. You just have to figure out a metal that's not worth it.
Well, then people would probably take it.
Make it out of fucking aluminum.
I mean, you know how I was talking about how like a lot of people have taken all the great wonders and whatever their shit is and like build houses out of it from the earthquakes. Like they were like, oh, we can take this and destroy whatever the wonder is and build houses out of it.
Well, I mean, if you're asking me what I would do, I'd say I'd probably just fucking bury it as deep as I could and just say...
Not talk about it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly one of the winning propositions right now.
Yeah, I mean, just put it in the fucking Grand Canyon, fill that shit in.
Yeah. And just drop it. Yeah. I like the one where people were like, there was one where it was like, we should make another moon that orbits the Earth and fill it with radiation. Yeah.
That's, not a bad idea.
Imagine like a glowing orb orbiting space. Another one is also this idea that like we genetically engineer cats to glow around radiation. And but that's not it. That's not all.
That'll just be like Lord of the Rings where they follow the glowing sword, but it'll be a cat.
Yeah, that's not all. So then what you do is you create this whole religion based on these glowing cats and like songs and ballads and stuff.
You're just reciting Fallout lore.
No, this is like a thing that scientists have created. Yeah. Has Fallout done this?
The brothers or the sons of Adam or whatever that like worship the bombs or like the radioactive waste.
No, they don't. Okay, that's another theory as well. Create a religion where only the people in the religion know the actual thing is just radiation, like the main monks or whatever. But everybody else is like, just scared and like that's why they don't go for it. But then people are like, oh, but you're gonna like have people live and die and fight wars for this fake religion just so people don't die, and like that's the whole other philosophical discussion.
I say you just fucking bury that shit. Find the deepest hole you can.
They were doing salt. They were doing salt things.
Salt mines.
Not even salt mines, like salt. What's it called? Places where there's a lot of maybe quarries like salt.
Quarries is just a big wide mine.
It's not a mine though. It's like the salt, there's salt. There's a lot of salt. Like, the lakes of salt. What is that called? Salt flats. Yeah, kind of. Where you dig a really deep hole and you put it in there, and then the salt naturally compresses on top of it.
Huh. Or you just put it in fucking Antarctica.
Yeah, but what if it melts?
Well, then fucking that's not our problem. I don't give a fuck.
No, that's the whole point of this, is because it's not our problem and we're trying to tell people.
I mean, if they fuck it up, then they can have the radiation,
And then what about the people right now that are being affected by shit like that?
By what? Radioactive waste?
There's a lot of American Indians who are being affected by polluted stuff that is happening right now.
Okay.
And so you're saying it doesn't fucking matter, let them.
Dude.
I know I just reached completely.
It was a very wide reach, first of all. And second of all, I don't know if that's comparable.
I mean, yeah, there's whole tribes and stuff dying off because of radiation. Imagine that on a large scale.
How are they dying of radiation?
Just from pollution, from years and years and years of pollution that's not cleaned up.
Yeah, well, I mean, people that are marginalized are going to have to deal with that for the rest of eternity.
Well, that's what we're trying to plan for with this, bro.
Dude, it's a big ask to just be like, hey, let's just change the entire way the world works so people don't die of radiation.
I hope so. Yeah, that'd be sick. I do
because the poor people are always going to get stuck with the right next to the factory property.
And yeah.
That's just how the world works.
I think that
and I don't think it's going to change.
I think the radioactive cat.
Unless we have some giant revolution or something.
Well, that's what could possibly lead to people not knowing this. You know what I mean? But what they've actually.
How much would it cost to shoot radiation into space or radioactive waste into space?
I mean, imagine that blowing up on the way up, though. Well, the risk of that.
What I'm thinking is, we use radiation to shoot radiation into space. We use a nuclear power plant to provide enough energy.
No, but what if it blows? Imagine radiation.
Well, we'll just have Chernobyl 2.0. Whatever.
Around a quarter of the country, because it's just
miles and miles into the air.
Yeah. Just a cloud of even worse than an atomic bomb blowing up, because it's just straight radiation.
I'm saying, man, all we got to do.
That would be amazing. I
mean, how deep do you have to bury? Because underground's already radioactive, with radon and shit.
Well, I just know that they're having trouble right now trying to get something that'll contain something for a few hundred years, the stuff that they're using or burying shit in. Mm-hmm. Is and so it already leaked. One of them in New Mexico leaked a few years ago and caused a bunch of people to get cancer. Yeah. So it's we don't even know that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I definitely say dig a fucking hole to the center of the earth in the South Pole and just dump it.
I mean, that if somebody could get to the center of the earth.
I mean, sure, it'd cost an astronomical amount of money, but I mean, everything is going to cost an astronomical amount of money if you're really planning for the future.
Yeah.
So I guess my answer is shoot it into space or
make some guy eat it.
Yeah, we'll just have Shoe Nice sit down with a spoon.
The final Shoe Nice episode.
Yep. Have you ever watched any of those? I know we watched some of them together.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch him when he was OG on just chugging half gallons of vodka and shit. Yeah.
That's fucked.
That guy's fucked.
Do you think he kept those down?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, you'd have to be some sort of alcoholic. I remember you chugged a fifth of Everclear one time.
Yeah, he did do that. Was it only a fifth or was it a half gal?
I don't think they sell half gals of Everclear.
I think they sell half gals of grain
Google
alcohol.
You got the internet in front of
you. Half gal of Everclear. I mean, of course they're going to sell a half gal.
Yeah. We should make some Riot punch. Riot juice.
Oh, that looks fucking disgusting.
What?
It's just a half gal of grain alcohol. Okay. Everclear. It just looks gross.
Is it Everclear brand or is it?
Yeah. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Taking
2 shots of Everclear in my life. The most disgusting shot I've ever put inside my body.
I've taken
by far
2 shots and they were it was Everclear put into aged honey barrels.
Yeah. So
and that shit was delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 shots of it was
I mean, I used to use that a lot in high school. Everclear.
Why?
Because it's fucking. Gatorade? Think about the rationing of it. You can use 1 shot, and that's 4 shots of vodka.
Yeah.
Think about the cost effectiveness of it. And we used to make Everclearitas, which is just yellow Gatorade mixed with Everclear.
How much Everclear to Gatorade ratio?
Yeah, eyeball it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, what do you think?
You know, you drink probably about that much Gatorade.
And then you just
it's probably like a fourth Everclear.
That's fucked. Did it taste good or no?
Fuck no, it tasted awful.
Did it taste like what did it taste like?
It tasted like alcohol. It just tasted like
light
it
alcohol. It
tasted like vodka with like a drop of orange juice in
That's
it.
crazy.
Like a half a shot of orange juice in it. And then also we used to do Gatorade, but we used to do orange juice too. You know,
that's
how,
probably better.
Vodka,
orange juice vodka is pretty good.
Orange juice vodka, call that a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Everclear and orange juice, call that a jackhammer.
Is that
really? That's what we called them. I think Eric is the one to point that. No, dude, it never tasted good.
I mean, like,
the only reason you drink it is because it gets you like astronomically drunk in like 20 minutes.
Wow, these drinks. The Nut Buster, Rhode Island iced tea,
Rhode Island iced tea,
the Lime and Punishment, Hawaiian Punch Out. These are great. How to make safe Everclear cocktails.
I mean, it's just like people just use like a half shot of it. They're just like, yeah.
1 shot of Everclear, 1 shot of grape Fanta, and a heaping scoop of Kool-Aid. That's 1 shot. Is an entire serving.
Scoop of Kool-Aid is like 2 ounces of.
It's like a serving of Kool-Aid, yeah. Like a whole pitcher.
Oh, a serving of Kool-Aid.
No, it's like a whole pitcher of Kool-Aid in 1 shot. Like that, you just take
that's pussy shit.
Yeah. It's called the lab.
You got to use at least like a cup.
Okay, the Nut Buster.
Or like a pint.
2 shots of amaretto, 1 shot of Everclear, cup of ginger ale, and ice. Ew.
I mean, I make doubles for everything, so it kind of makes sense. I wish they made I guess that wouldn't be...
Oh, that's not a recommended.
Actually, never mind. I had like 62% whiskey one time, as in like 3 months ago. The first time I puked from alcohol in a while.
I mean, that makes sense. 62%. Did it taste good or no?
It tasted like whiskey.
Huh.
It was like Remy Martin. I don't know if it was, or 1872. Or I don't know what the fuck it was.
Okay.
It's the stuff Jack used to buy, that he had in the.
That's 62%.
But it was like his wasn't. I think we had like a different one.
Yeah.
It was 62.5%.
Jesus Christ.
I had 1 glass of it. We drove to Grace's brother's house.
1 glass. That's it.
No, I had 1 glass, and then I had probably 4, maybe 5 cups, like that much at the bottom of a solo cup.
Okay.
Which is like, you know me, that's like not a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I got home and I was just laying in bed and I was like, I gotta get up. And then I just like vomited for like 5 minutes and went to bed. But it was like, I was expelling demons.
Yeah. Wow. Only from that. That's crazy. Just from that percentage range. Yeah.
I mean,
raise.
Regular whiskey is 20% more than regular whiskey.
Yeah.
26.
I mean, it's a third more, right?
I don't know. I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah. Okay. So the Clear Eyes, Full Hearts, and Strong Booze. 1 shot Everclear, root beer, and lemon juice. Apparently, it's pretty good.
That doesn't sound bad.
It tastes like a Dark and Stormy, apparently.
I don't think I've ever had one of those.
Dark and Stormies are pretty damn good.
What's in that?
It's
same thing but with vodka?
It's not with vodka. I think it's with white rum. It's not root beer. It's ginger beer. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Dude, you ever been to A&W?
Yeah.
Is that a Michigan thing?
I think it's a Midwest thing.
Oh, damn.
It's pretty good.
Their fucking...
I want a root beer float really bad now.
Yeah.
I wonder...
They used to have one... Me and my dad used to go, like, putt-putt.
Yeah.
Like, every Saturday. And there was, like, an A&W right across the street. Man, I miss it. I miss the chili dogs.
I wish I could enjoy myself a nice root beer float, you know?
You can. You just got to do it, like, once every, like, 3 months.
More than that. I mean, I think I would have a root beer float and not one. It's just like milkshakes. Like, you want 1 milkshake every year and a half, for me at least.
Yeah, I'm somewhere there with you.
Yeah.
Although I had pie.
It's pretty good.
When we were on vacation.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
It was good. It was very good. I had 1 slice, and at the end, I was like, well, that's enough for a year or 2.
Okay, wait. The Lime and Punishment, it's Gatorade, half a cup of lime juice, and 1 shot of Everclear. Apparently, it's very good. You don't need the lime juice.
What flavor Gatorade?
Oh, you probably should do the lime juice.
Is it lime Gatorade?
I mean, if you're doing lime Gatorade, yeah. But you should probably do lime juice because just acidity is very important for alcohol. Especially fresh lime juice.
Everclearitas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you should definitely call it that. But
and add salt to the rim of your Gatorade bottle.
Ew, you never did that. Because you can't pour a Gatorade. How do you do that? You can't do that.
Gabe, you pour it into a shaker. You rim you put the thing.
Well, you were not doing that in high school.
I don't have to prove myself to you.
You were pouring Everclear and Gatorade into a shaker in high school, and then
I wasn't
it back into the Gatorade.
Yeah,
bottle?
I wasn't like mixing with it. You take the liquid out of the Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
You drink the Gatorade first.
Yeah.
You take the rest of the Gatorade. You pour it in a shaker.
Yeah.
You take your rim, right? Your rim. You dip it in salty rim. Okay. Everyone loves one. And
I like lightly salted. Continue.
You pour your Everclear into the old bottle, right? Mm-hmm. You pour your Gatorade back in. You give it a real mighty swirl. Mm-hmm. You get the old tornado effect.
Yeah. And
you put her down. Not all at once, obviously, because you'll die.
I mean, you could. I kind of want to try this now.
We should just buy a bottle of Everclear. That'll be our next podcast.
Oh, my God. That's not a good idea. That is a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Hawaiian Punch out. 1 cup of Hawaiian Punch. Only 1 shot of Everclear. And then Sour Patch Kid garnish. What?
What the fuck? Or what we could do is, you know when people make like vodka gummy bears? We could do Everclear gummy bear. They'd probably just dissolve.
What is that?
Like you take a bunch of vodka in a bowl and you put a bunch of gummy bears in it, and then you eat the gummy bears and it gets you drunk.
Oh, does that actually work?
Yeah. Huh. It works better with some kinds of candy better than others, but Haribo gummy bears work pretty well.
It just takes a couple days. You have to eat.
For us, probably a lot.
Yeah.
For me, probably a lot.
For me, probably. I mean, yeah.
It's like adult drinking. Adult drinking.
What? Adult candies, you mean?
Yeah, it's like for adults. So like, they got lower tolerances than college kids.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, Riot Punch, Everclear, and Kool-Aid.
It's Gatorade, bro. It's Blue Powerade.
Yeah, it is Blue Powerade. I tried doing this once before with gin, and the results were pretty horrifying. This one is no different. It tastes like Kool-Aid guy broke through a brick wall and stomped all over your brain. Oh, yeah. That's what it says in there.
Jesus.
No, that's not. Yeah, Riot Punch is fucking...
Grain alcohol and blue Gatorade. I remember we talked about this before, but Babish made like an actual good one.
Really?
Yeah, you showed it to me. It was like blue curacao and like vodka.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The Yep. Fight juice. Fight milk.
No,
Riot Punch. That's
Fight
Raven
milk
eggs.
Crow eggs.
Crow eggs and milk in Everclear.
Yeah.
Isn't it Everclear?
Yeah, I think it's just vodka. I don't know. Google what's in fight milk. I like also the logo they had. I for the longest time wanted to get a shirt where it's just it's like a man crow, like a man with a beak.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's milk, crow eggs, and alcohol. They don't say.
Do you see the logo? Go to image.
Yeah. I haven't watched this in so long. How to make fight milk. Dude, 21 minutes. It takes 21 minutes.
To make fight milk?
Yeah. A protein-packed beverage for when you want to feel strong like a crow.
Shout out to Rob McElhaney for making my life better.
That's where this alcoholic dairy-based protein drink for bodyguards was invented. So apparently in the show, they drank it. I forgot about this.
They were his bodyguards, yeah. Or they were.
Yeah, but they drank it to lose weight and get slim. But it was just because they would make them vomit profusely. Vomit.
Yeah, they were like selling it to the people in the gym, and they're like, "Yeah, this is great for cutting weight."
Yeah,
and there's some guy shitting and like puking his brains out.
What's Highball?
Highball, that's an energy drink, I think. With HI ball.
No, it's Highball. Let's see. Highball drink. Highball is a mixed alcoholic drink composed of an alcoholic-based spirit and a larger proportion of non-alcoholic mixer, often carbonated. Huh. It's used in 7 and 7s. Weird.
Is 7 and 7?
I thought it was 7-Up and...
Seagram, or...
Yeah.
Seagrams or something? I don't know. I've had one before. My friend Patrick, I went to a bar for the first time legally. Mm-hmm. And, actually, I don't think it was legally. It was probably the first time I actually went to a bar. Mm-hmm. And my friend Pat was like, I don't know what the fuck to get. Because this was before I was on the whole whiskey trend, where I just was like, just give me whiskey. Mm-hmm. And he was like, get a 7 and 7. So I got like a double. Pretty good. I don't know what the fuck was in it. Tasted pretty good, though.
There's a whole box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in this.
What?
One drink.
A whole box.
First thing you need to do, infuse your milk. Oh, it's because you infuse your milk with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh.
Just add a half cup of your Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's like
add that to a cup
horchata?
of milk. Stir, yeah, and let that sit in your fridge for 20 minutes. Once it's infused, strain out the milk and eat your soggy cereal.
That's fucked.
Add 4 ounces Cinnamon Toast Crunch infused milk to your highball. That actually sounds pretty good. Like some
milk.
Well, I mean, horchata isn't horchata alcoholic or no?
No.
Like it can be.
Nope, not usually. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I was under the impression it's just like milk tea with cinnamon and sugar in it.
Horchata is pretty fucking good. It just makes my stomach hurt. I bet like homemade shit is really good.
I don't think I've ever had homemade horchata.
No, neither have I. That's what I mean. I bet it's really good. Alcohol. There's definitely alcoholic horchata. Are you kidding me?
There's alcoholic everything.
That's what I mean. Yeah, rum spiked horchata, boozy rum horchata, homemade rum infused horchata.
I mean, they make a thing called rum chata, Gabe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, yeah. The Mayans and Aztecs called this the drink of the gods. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I should.
The drink of the gods.
1 cup uncooked long grain rice. Huh. Almonds, cinnamon sticks, cold water, granulated sugar, vanilla, and whole milk.
Yeah, sounds about right. What's the rice for?
Apparently it's a rice-based drink.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, add rice, almonds, and cinnamon sticks to a high-speed blender. Huh. Blend until pulverized. Sweeten, pour in 2 cups water, sugar, and vanilla. Blend an additional 30 seconds. Add remaining liquid. If your blender can fit the additional liquid, pour in remaining 2 cups of... Wow. And then you let it soak, and then you strain it, and that's it.
That's wild.
Yeah. That doesn't sound very good for you. It's horchata, yeah.
Mexican food, it's hit or miss with the healthiness. So there's stuff that's like really healthy for you, and then a lot of it's just like carbs.
Yeah. This looks really fucking good, though. The pictures make it look really good.
I've had it once. It's very good.
I just had it from one of those like shitty, like the vendor things where it's like in the mixer, and you just put your cup under and...
Oh, yeah.
Some Mexican restaurant. I don't remember where.
Superb. Did we already have everyone wish you a happy birthday?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter, Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
You matter. Don't kill yourself. You matter. You got balloons to prove it.
I do.
Show the nice people. Yank those big helium balls down. Great balls of fire.
Here's my balloons.
Don't rub it on the light.
Why not? I want it to pop.
No, we got a plastic light. I forgot. Oh, I just stared into that.
What, the balloons or the light? Both of them can make you blind.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
We'll be here next week. We always fucking are.
Somehow.
Yep, some fucking how.
Somehow.
Even though we push off our recording, it still gets out.
And we both do it. This time we both did it.
Yeah, I did it. I was the reason. It was my fault. And also, Gabe had the COVID vaccine on, Friday or something? Or
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So it made it bad.
Yeah, Thursday was bad for you. And then Friday I just didn't feel like it.
And then Sunday, you didn't feel like it either.
Saturday, I didn't feel like it.
No, Sunday.
And Sunday, I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it was Sunday. No, it was going to be Sunday, and then now it's Monday. No, actually, it's recorded the day of. This is live. Coming to you live from East Lansing.
Live. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at Sleepytime Pod, on Instagram at Sleepytime Podcast, and at TikTok, The Sleepytime Podcast.
At TikTok.
On the TikTok.
At the TikTok.com.
When you go to the TikToks, at The Sleepytime Podcast.
.com.
I'll send you the graphic.
.com.
.com. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yep. Bye.